Okay, so a merchant sold goods, and by selling the goods, he got $20.75. But it goes on and says he lost money on the goods. Then the question is, what's the cost of the goods? So what I know is he did receive $22.75, but he lost money. So what did he do? He spent money on the goods. So X is the money spent on the goods, but he lost money on the goods. So it'll be a percentage of the goods. Now what percent? All right, it's over 100. He says, and lost as many percent as the goods cost dollars. Well, that would be X then. All right, that's the percent. That goods cost X dollars. All right, so let's take a look and see what happens over here. And I'm going to multiply both sides by 100, and you get 2275 equals, let's see, 100x, right? Minus x squared. And then I'm going to just rewrite it as x squared minus 100x plus 2275 equals 0. I'm going to get my eraser out. And, really, we're basically just walking you through the problem at this stage. And I'm hoping this is well understood. Now, this stuff is in the key, though. What I mean by that, I tell you X is the cost in dollars. I give you the equation. And then we got to this milestone. Now, again, a lot of people look at these things and say, how did you get to the next step? Was that like some kind of magic you did? There is no magic here. The magic is paper and pencil, writing things down. So let me erase this over here. Now, my next step, believe it or not, is to get this thing over here. And write this down. I want to get there. Now, someone says, oh, just believe it. No, I got to get there. And the way I got there, and by the way, I wrote the K, and the way I got there was I did this. I looked at 2275, and I said, it certainly factors. I know a 5's in there. So I wrote down 2275, and then I said 5 times what? I'll write down this. It's 5 into 2275. Well, let's see. That goes in 4 times. It's really 400, by the way. That's actually 2,000. 2, that's actually 200. 7, and then I'd say 5. That would give you 25, 25, and 5. So I'd say 4, 5, 5. Let me get my eraser out. We're just plowing forward. There's no way it's those two numbers. That wouldn't give you 100. So I got to try again. What am I going to do? I'm going to take the 455 and divide it by 5. Very easy to do, by the way. A lot of students would just do this in their head. They'd say 9, 45, 5, 1. So what am I going to do? I'll write that down for you. So it's 5 times 91. Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't see any combination there that's going to give me that 100 in the middle. So we've got to keep going on. 91 is more of a challenge, by the way. But, you can struggle with it. And, I'm looking at it, and I'm going to say, I'm going to do 7 and 13. I think that's right. By the way, 3's not going to work. 5's not going to work. That's why I went to 7. And 7 times what? 13. That would give you 70 and 21, 91. Now here comes my trouble. I got to get the combination. And I'm looking at it, and I'm going to say, that's 35, and that's 65. I'll write that down for you. And so why are you choosing those numbers? Because they add up to 100. So let's write this down. X minus 35, X minus 65 is going to 0. So what's X? X could be 35, or the X could be 65. All right? So, the answer to your question is, there's 2 different answers to this thing. He could have spent $35 on the good and then lost 35%. Or he could have spent $65 on the goods and lost 65%. So that's the answer, right over here. Let me highlight it for you. End of story. Thank you.